The first thing is that this is Mac OS. This is the so-called desktop of Mac OS, and if you go all the way to the left-hand margin, then you get the dock, which is this, and there's way more in the dock than needs to be, and I'll remove a lot of this extraneous stuff because we never use it, and it'll only confuse you guys. Okay, but the main things you need are, this is the Finder, which is the file manager, file searcher, whatever you want to call it, and you can see it as a bunch of icons, or you can see it as a list of the particular file you're in, a particular directory you're in, folder, or you can even see it in this columnar thing. So like you have documents, and then you have UUBR current, and then, or you have Zoom, and then you have nothing in there. Nothing in a lot of these. There's one. So you've got actually a left to right hierarchy of folders if you want to see it that way. I personally like looking at things in the list form because, and it remembers separately for each folder the last way you looked at it. So you go back and it's back in another way. So I tend to look at things this way, and you can sort on the name, or you can sort on what kind of a file is it, or you can sort on the date that it was last used.
So that would be handy if you just downloaded the music and so forth.
For instance, yeah. Oh, one of the things that you will find every once in a while, if you click out here in no place, everything goes away. So if suddenly everything went away, just go out here in no place and click, and it comes back.
Oh.
Okay. That's so you can actually see your desktop if you're the kind of person who keeps their files on their desktop. I'm not, but. The first thing you do is you go up here and make sure it's connected to the right network, which it isn't. So you go to UUBR star, you go to where this fan is, okay? And you go to UUBR star and click it, and then that turns green, and everything's perfect. Okay. And now we've got Zoom. Zoom starts when it's
Hold on one sec. Can you go back to the previous screen where you went to the UUBR? And
Yeah.
Did you say star?
yeah,
We're within
I see.
Zoom Workplace.
UUBR star.
right.
Okay.
This T-Mobile is Aaron Gerber. That's his office. And we used that for a little while, but it didn't have enough bandwidth, or it wasn't reliable enough. So that's why I went to Starlink. Okay.
Now, was Zoom Workplace in the taskbar?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
It's the blue box that says Zoom.
Okay,
If you can read that, which you can't.
yeah, but it's recognizable.
Right. Okay. Zoom starts when the system boots up. And so the first thing it'll tell you is, I can't connect. Not until you get, so I usually set up the Starlink before I turn this stuff on so that it can get the right network. But you still have to check that it's on the right one because it can easily stray.
Oh, okay, so you said you set up the Starlink before you turn what stuff on?
The computer, when we push the button back there and all that, right.
Okay.
Going to the finder being the file finder thing, there's this thing called UUBR down here. See that? And this has the folders that correspond to, there's not one there for tomorrow yet, the folders that correspond to all of the material for each service. And I put that together on my machine at home, and I upload it to the cloud, and then this is this thing called iCloud Drive. iCloud is Apple's cloud, just like Azure is Microsoft's cloud, or Google is Google's cloud. Okay, so you go to this UUBR and you will see that there are all these folders. I'm going to get rid of some of the old ones at some point. There is this additional app, Mix 16 Play. This is the thing that has all of the material for the service that actually shows it. So you start that. There's this useless window that you can't stop it from producing, but if you click this yellow button, it goes away. So you have Mix 16 Play, you have this window from it. That is the one that just says Mix 16 Play. These other ones, this is the one I got rid of, but it won't stop showing it. And this one, where it says video output, is indeed what the people actually see. This window, Mix 16 Play, without any qualification, is this window right here.
Okay.
Okay. This window is that window, and that's the window that actually shows the videos or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. And that's going to be important when you share screen on Zoom. That's the window you're going to want to share. You have this Mix 16 Play window, and you go up here to where it says Import. And you click that, and if this is not selected, you select UUBR, and you select the folder you want. This is last week's, and you click Import. All of this will be in the recording, and it thinks it has to tell you that it has imported it, so it does. And then this is what you have. You have the opening music, you have the Spirit of Life intro, you have, well, this was the videos that we showed. This were the videos that we showed last Sunday. Yeah. This is the offertory little instrumental version of "'Tis a Gift to Be Simple." This is right now Hymn 100, just the image of the page from the thing. Okay, so at this point, we want to start up the laptop. All right, so the first thing you want to do is, and on this one I've got the dock at the bottom, so that's a point of confusion. But you want to go to zoom, and if you want to know on a good USB connector, which way is up, it's the one with the little icon of the branching things, and then you plug it into something it fits in. So now, what I usually do is I go to the Zoom settings and video and make sure, oh, I see, it is the right camera, sorry. It's just pointing in the wrong direction. So you want to point that so that it covers the area where that mic is, and I usually do it so it covers at least the mic and the altar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's about right. Okay, so then we have that set up. Please.
What is the name of this camera? Just so.
The name of it is, are you ready? HD web camera.
Okay. Good.
But you can tell it from the built-in camera because the built-in camera is called FaceTime HD camera.
Okay.
And obviously you can tell what it's aiming at when you select it.
Right, because if you select this, then you get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't joined yet.
No, we haven't joined yet. I wanted to go back to here. This is usually running. This is called, and this is confusing, this is Mac OS's app called Screen Sharing, which shares screens of Macs. So this one is actually, let's start this. If you just close the lid when you pack up and plug it into charge, you won't have to worry about this because it will connect, and this is what it looks like when it's connecting. But I'm going to get out of it so you can see that if something goes wrong and you have to reboot or whatever, where is the screen sharing at? Oh, I see. All right, leave that. Don't, if you cancel it, it will quit. All right, it says connection, go to open recent, UUBRidge Zoom is the thing you want to connect to. You connect there. And that's it. This has connected to that virtual screen that we created over there on the other machine. I know that's confusing, but I'm sorry. That's how it is, because that will allow me to, oh, actually, this is what we want. This can be shoved over onto the other screen, like that. And if you look there, where the picture is there.
Okay, so it's a screen extension.
Yeah, it's just, on a Mac, you can put together a bunch of screens and have them all be one virtual screen.
Okay.
So that's what we've done here. This is just, yeah, this is the right-hand extension of that screen.
Yeah, okay.
And that is, I admit, confusing. So now we are ready to you click on meetings, and this comes up, and what you want are the recurring meetings, and then you want UUBRidge service, and then that isn't enough yet. Now you have to click start. So you click start, and there you are. And you even have, you now have that. Okay.
So that's a setting, even those subtitles, that is a setting somewhere in Zoom,
Oh, yes, it's that.
the closed captions, okay.
Right. So I've got it set so it just automatically does it. And you've probably seen me doing this. You first have to select this little window, and then you can move it around. Which I usually do to get it. I mean, why they would think you'd want it right in the middle, I don't know, but that's what they do. And you can move it anywhere you want. Okay, so now you actually have a Zoom meeting. There's nobody attached to it, but you have it. Okay, so now you can go back here and go to Zoom and say join, and it's automatically got the UUBRidge meeting ID, and then of course it wants a passcode, and the passcode is 077806.
Could you repeat that?
Yes, it's 077806.
Okay.
And then you click join. And it tells you the meeting's being recorded, and that's good. And then it wants you to join the audio. If you join the audio, the next thing you will hear is because there are two Zoom things in the same room, and it doesn't like that. So this dialogue, you just want to quit by hitting the red button here. And then it says, wait. Didn't you want to join audio? And you say, no, just continue. Yay. So now, that is, you can see it up there, that is now this camera. Good. So, now the service is going on. You want to get back to this screen sharing. You want to get back to this other screen of that machine.
Tell me
So-
again the passcode for the meeting.
Oh yeah, I want to show you how to find that.
And is it always the same passcode?
Yes.
Okay.
See this up here on the screen? This little shield?
Yeah.
Click on that and you get all the information about the meeting. Including the passcode and all that stuff. And it even gives you the link, I think. Yeah, there it is. This is another bit of confusion. There are two pointers. One of them is this mouse, which can be over there.
So that's the virtual screen and that PC.
Right. Or it can come over here and be in this screen sharing app. But if you want to talk directly to the laptop, then you have to use this. So if it looks like the same pointer, but if you go down here, nothing happens.
Right.
But if you go down here with the trackpad, then you get the dock.
Right.
And ask me if I've ever been confused by that.
Okay. I can see where in the moment you would just drag the cursor down expecting something to happen.
Right.
Yeah, but you're running to a virtual screen and the PC.
Okay, now.
The PC is the touchpad and the virtual screen is the mouse.
Right. So now the meeting is, the service is going on. And you get to the point where you're going to play the opening music. Okay, that opening music is the first cue in this Mix 16 Play app. In order for people out on Zoom to be able to see it, you go to share screen, and unfortunately there's a million things running, but you want the one that says Mix 16 Play Video. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's usually just a big black square, so it's fairly easy to find. And then you share it. Okay. And you probably didn't want this stuff over here, but too bad, it puts it there anyway. If you click on the little underscore here, it goes away.
So this is so they can see music on a video?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, now that you're sharing the screen, you go over here and you press the Go 1 button.
Going back here. So when you did the share screen, you were in Zoom Workplace and selected Mix 16 or whatever the name of the thing is.
Okay. So let's quit out of this as if. And let's click there and click there as if. Okay. So here's your Zoom meeting. At the bottom, if you're moving your cursor around in the Zoom window, then it brings up these controls.
Mm-hmm.
I would love it if those controls could be over here, but they can't.
Okay.
This is one of the things that
They just
I
don't
wish.
have a movable dock or whatever you want to call it.
Well, yeah. There are various other things they have that can disconnect from the main Zoom window, but this isn't one of them. So you have to go here and click on the green thing that says share,
Okay.
and then you have to see it's in a different place now.
Find Mix 16.
Just so you know, just so you're aware of that, it can be in a different place each time.
Yeah.
And I wish it couldn't, but it does.
So you had already, within Mix 16, played this.
No.
How did you create that window then?
How did I create this?
Yeah.
That's just, you start at Mix 16. That's one of the windows that comes up.
Oh, okay.
You can't get rid of it or anything.
And it has that particular video in it already.
No, the video, what's going to be played is controlled by this list of cues.
Okay. So go ahead through this again.
All right, so you click on the play video screen,
Thing, yeah.
yeah, and you click share,
Then
and now
it's in the
now everybody out there, if you
See
looked
it.
at the screen of your thing, you'd see that is what you get.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you come over here and you click on the go button.
So what's the go button? I didn't follow that.
This is the go button,
Oh, go.
where it says go.
Go one.
Yeah. Okay, so you click. Get that.
Living in a Don't need to go traveling. Open the door and the world walks in. Living as city immigrants. Living.
Should you ever need to stop a cue before it is done? Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Should you ever need to stop a cue?
Okay.
There's this red button here, right up above the go button, which actually says stop all cues. So, and it has to bring up, did you really mean that? And believe it or not, the colored one is not the one you want the other one.
Mm-hmm.
This is what people are still seeing.
Yeah.
They're not seeing the regular Zoom thing.
This little red thing is the end share thing, end share button. So I click that.
And now you're back to the Zoom meeting.
For anything that has video, you need to do the share screen. If it's just audio, then you don't need to do it. So, for instance, this, I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to share the screen or do anything. It'll just go out there. Don't ask me why, but that's how it works. So usually for audio only things, I don't go through the share screen. Okay. Now, let's see, anything else? So there's all those videos, and each thing you just hit the go button, it'll advance. And if you want to do anything else, then, for instance, let's say, oh, I wanted to play the opening music again for some reason at this point. Normally, the next thing that would happen is the videos that our Q3 would play when I press go. But if I select one, for instance, and press this button, then it switches back to go one instead of go three.
What does that black button say?
It says set go to selected cue.
Oh.
So you select a cue if you wanted to do Q4 for next, you do that. You just select 4 and you click the button that says set go to selected cue, and now the go button will do that. Normally, you just advance through the things and it does that automatically. Yeah. Okay. Finally, just this is just an image.
But because it is got a visual aspect, you have to go back and do this.
And
there's the image.
And even though the image isn't doing anything, in order to get it to go away, you have to do the stop all cues thing. Otherwise, it will. That isn't what I want to do.
The dark.
Yep. Hello. There we go. So that is that, and of course,
You have to quit the sharing in order to get back to this. So now to stop the meeting, you go here where it says end. you want to do that and meeting for all. If you say leave meeting, it says, oh, you just want you to leave the meeting. Who do you want to be the host? Which, I mean, just so you see it, if you've not been see, the only other one there is the laptop, so.
Okay.
But if you, come on, sit still. Thank you.
Okay. I've got a couple of thoughts that might help us learn.
Have thoughts?
One is, if you could share with me and Tap how we could host the UUBRidge Zoom meeting from our computers. Maybe we could get on back and forth and just play with the Zoom controls as a host, which I haven't done much of. And so that's one.
So you don't have a Zoom account?
I have a Zoom account, but how do I become the host?
Oh, you just create a meeting.
I know that, but I don't have like a Zoom account with all the bells, with everything.
I think anyone could create a meeting. The only problem is,
Well, they can, but what I'm saying is I would like to create the UUBRidge meeting and have Tep and I on our own computers in our home playing in that world, so it's not just a generic Zoom meeting.
let me think about this. Okay, yeah, you should have this info anyway.
I've never been a host before. So.
Yeah, well, that's why I haven't either. I've hosted my own.
Now I
20-minute
understand.
meeting,
Now I understand
but
the
I don't
question.
have nothing to do.
Now I understand the question.
Yeah.
Let me think here for a second. There we are.
So I was thinking if we could sort of play back and forth as a host, we could explore all these buttons, which,
Yeah.
you know, you refer to, but I don't have enough context that it sticks in my brain. So,
Yeah.
Okay. So,
It'd be
What
nice
I-
if Zoom offered something like that, just like a practice Zoom session.
it probably does, and I'm sure there's things.
well, that's what
on
I,
YouTube about
that's
that.
what I do. I create a meeting. I create a meeting and I play with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. It's like-
And yeah, I mean, if you looked at my Zoom account, you'd see Gary Grossman's test Zoom meeting and
Mhm.
stuff like that. Anyway, this is all the login information for everything. Okay, and that is in what's called the Notes app, which is this.
Okay.
And it's the UUBRidge note. There aren't very many notes in here. Well, what I was going to do is email it to you
That'd
guys.
be great. If you could flash that and email it to us.
Let's see, there we go. Oh, I didn't want to collaborate, never mind. No, go away. Go away, go away. I can't.
Cancel.
There we go. Okay, let's try it again. Get out of here. Out. I don't want to collaborate. Send a copy. Mail. All right. Oh, now we need that. So the button for this thing is on the end here. And you hold the button until, now it's flashing.
And
Let's see if we have it.
that's batteries in there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, good old keyboard, Logic, what is this? Trying to, no, I think this is an Apple keyboard. It must be this.
Good old keyboard.
No? I give up. All right.
I guess you could do it over here and just switch that part of the screen and
Oh, you're
do
right.
a screen print and leave it to it.
You are absolutely, yeah, actually. There you are. All right. So what is it? I need your emails because this thing doesn't have.
Okay, mine is Bill, BYNUMBILL @yahoo.com.
Difficulty. I don't.
Okay.
And yours
Mine
is
DHT
DH.
IN
Oh, right. VA. Right.
at Comcast.net.
Okay. So you guys should get it. Okay, one more thing, and that is, where'd it go? Oh, I need to move it back.
Any spare batteries?
There's tons of spare batteries.
Not as many tons as there used to be, I don't think.
Oh. Now I can't remember what I was trying to do.
You said one more thing.
Yeah, I wanted to show you. Okay, there's something that you won't have to fiddle with, but you should possibly know that it is there. And that is this thing, which is a third-party app that makes a virtual screen. The Mac is very flexible with respect to screens. So it makes a virtual screen, but there is no screen. And the screen's going to be the laptop, believe it or not. But you won't have to fool with this. I haven't had to change it since I set it up months ago.
Okay, good.
But I just wanted you to know it was there. So that when we go to the laptop, it's not as big a mystery. Okay, so you've got Zoom, and you want to go to meetings, which is where it is right now, and you want to, I guess I'm getting ahead of ourselves here, but you will wonder, where is the UUBRidge service? And the answer is, it's one of these recurring meetings. So you have to click the little recurring thing. I'll come back to it, don't worry. And then this thing called UUBRidge service is the meeting. But we won't start that yet. There's no reason not to, but we won't.
Okay, but if could we download, upload it to the iCloud Drive too? If I got something off of YouTube or something that we wanted in the service?
Yeah, I guess so. I was going to save that for yet another session sometime.
fine.
How to load up one of these things.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you get to your Zoom app or the Zoom website. You log in with this, Zoom at UUBRidge.org, okay? And this is the Zoom account password, so you'll want to copy and paste it rather than attempt to type it in. So that's the end. We're done.
Okay.